From what I noticed, based off of my experience being in these spaces for about 3 years, it's kind of like the video game The Last of Us. It's basically showing the stages of infection from the people who are infected with the cordyceps virus. And I always looked at this picture. It was amazing because it makes sense. And I always liken it to these quote unquote RP spaces. In the video game The Last of Us, the story is centered around the cordyceps brain infection, or they abbreviate it as CBI, which is a parasitic fungal infection that has pretty much destroyed mankind. In medical terminology, Ophiocordyceps unilateralis is the zombie ant fungus. And this is the one that The Last of Us created the game's narrative from. And even though cordyceps are very real, it can be found in ants. Currently, the fungus can't infect humans due to the higher internal temperatures of our bodies. Can't survive. But using the analogy of these RP spaces, the cordyceps infection represents the message that you all are getting from a lot of these content creators that either have a defeatist mindset or that have platforms centered around conflict among Black men and Black women. And watching too much of these programs causes your temperature to rise, which ultimately infects you with RP rage. And instead of growing out of that phase or lowering your temperature, you remain infected, and eventually it overtakes your mindset and you become a mindless zombie-like creature that roams YouTube channels looking for conflict instead of lowering your temperature to remove the cordyceps, which would allow you to improve. I refuse to be one of the reasons why you guys are infected. So to all the defeatist mindset people that are on my page, I want you guys to identify yourselves right now in the chat so I can get you the fuck off my channel. Your way of thinking goes against everything I stand for on my platform. It gives me so much joy to see Black men elated when I put out those statistics which kill the proverbial monkey that's been attached to our backs for decades within the Black community. I do that to encourage you all to succeed, no matter what Black men and Black women think or say. The opposite of that is walking away with your head down, defeated. And it's kind of like the same way I feel about these women with these unrealistic expectations. It's exactly how I feel about men who have the nerve to say that they've given up on the dating market or they've given up on fitness because they're ugly. You had enough nerve to sit there and comment, but you commented trying to look for sympathy. Oh, no, brother, you gonna be fine.
Stay okay. Ooh, don't die. Shit, nigga, that wasn't me. Trying to act all caring and sensitive. Yeah, that was you.
I want those types of people to find other content creators that'll tell you that it's healthy to think that way, because that's not my job over here, man. And I want you guys to understand something, Black men. Black men are dying. Black men are dying, man. Do you guys know that 1 out of 4 Black men die because of heart disease? It's true. 1 out of 4. So that's why I take fitness, nutrition, health, mental health so seriously. And it just bothers me that I understand that heart issues and stress go hand in hand. And I honestly just hate to see Black men going back and forth on these platforms with people who are unreasonable or just want you to get to a point where they can make money off of you, of having both of y'all arguing amongst each other. And it's tough, man. It's tough to see because I know y'all smarter than this. So you fight tooth and nail with these people to get them to understand, when the fact of the matter is that they will never understand. They don't care. Y'all told me that. Every time I post something about statistics, they're not going to listen. So I understand that. So I give the information to you guys. If you know that, then why don't you get off these damn platforms talking to these irrational ass people? That's the best way that you can affect change. If they don't have you to go back and forth with, they're just going to be going back and forth with one another. And whatever their fate is their fate. Because I don't want you to go down that path, man. It doesn't make any sense. It's tough, trying to get this message out. Jesus. But we got to stop, man. We got to remove ourselves.